is she? Where's Tom's pussy? Puss, 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 puss. Where's Tom's pussy?
Period piece meets sex comedy? I am the Wiz! Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for coming by. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the 1963 romantic comedy adventure, Tom Jones, starring Albert Finney and Susanna York, directed by Tony Richardson. Why am I watching this? Well, I'll save that for later. I guess the one thing that I should point out is this is in the Criterion Collection, and me being a Criterion head, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Actually, if I'm being absolutely honest, I didn't realize this was on the Criterion Collection before I watched it. Let's get into the review right away. And I have got to say, this is one of the weirder films I have seen. Not weird as in, oh my god, what the hell's going on? Weirder in the decisions that were made to make the film the way they did. And you know what? Some people are fans of this film. I am not. It's like, I am not. I did not like any of this at all. The first thing is this is a weird mix of slapstick humor and period piece drama. Let me tell you, it is really weird watching this movie at times, and it's got the look of a Jane Austen film, or at least with the costumes, I should say, not with the way it's shot. I'll get to that in another point, but it's just weird because you're looking at this comedy that has this broad physical humor that you're expecting from something like Laurel and Hardy, the Three Stooges, the Marx Brothers. It was really hard to wrap my mind around at points that I am watching a broad physical comedy but set in a period piece. I believe that's part of the book as well that it's made from. This also has a very chaotic energy thanks to the direction of the film. When you think of period pieces, a lot of those movies tend to have very sweeping vistas, or they have a very static camera. They put it on a medium or long shot because they want you to see the visuals of the film, because you're looking at a lot of ornate visuals when it comes to the setting and the costumes. This film does not do this. This film has more of a shaky, kind of chaotic feel to it. There are scenes in this film that remind me of films from like the 90s and 2000s, the action films like the Bourne films, where the action is very shaky and choppy, and the film has this, again, there's this chaotic energy to this, where it just seems very unsettled. And again, there's some people who like this. I think the first half of this film has this a lot, and it just doesn't really fit right with the film with me. So the other thing that I had a problem with this film is the fourth wall breaks, because not only is this like a comedy that's set in the period piece, but there's a lot of fourth wall breaks where I don't think they really worked as well as they think it was going to in this. It just seems odd. Like, I don't understand exactly why they did in this movie. And that's kind of like the problem I have with the film overall, is that a lot of the decisions that they made in this film, I don't quite understand why they did it, because to me, they just don't work. If someone told me that, hey, you want to watch a Jane Austen film that's like Wayne's World, I'm like, whoa, what? Like, I'd be interested, but I'm thinking in the back of my head going, I don't think that's going to work, but I'll give it a shot. But I think the kiss of death for any comedy that you can ever watch is if you're watching it and you don't laugh once. And that's where I was at with this film. I did not laugh once. And not only that, I not only not laughed once, I didn't laugh at how bad this movie is. All I did was watch the film, stone-faced, going, when is this over? When is this going to end? I didn't find any of the characters charming. I found none of the comedy all that interesting or funny. It's actually kind of stunning how I was watching this film and all this silly stuff was happening, and I got nothing out of this. So I guess if there is one way for me to discuss how I felt about this film, this is a comedy that I did not laugh, and I didn't even laugh at it. I just watched it wondering when it was going to end. Yeah, it was that bad. All right, so before I get into my rating, let's go into what others thought about the film. Letterboxd users has this at a 2.9 out of 5. Now, that doesn't sound too bad, but there are films that a lot of people consider really bad that have ratings of 3. So for this to have a 2.9 is something. Rotten Tomatoes has this at an 83%. That's stunning to me. Maybe I don't get what's going on, but I look at that and go, how does that have an 83% Rotten Tomatoes? Oscars. This is the part where I held back from the beginning and I want to talk about now. Tom Jones was nominated for 10 Academy Awards in 1964. Won 4, including Best Director, Best Screenplay, and Best Picture. That is right. This is an Oscar-winning Best Picture film. and I could not believe what I was watching. Maybe it's because of the time that it was made, or maybe because I'm not familiar with the novel, that it just didn't really sit well with me. But I just stood there watching this film going, what am I missing? Because I find none of this funny and none of this all that entertaining. As for my rating, I'm going to give this a half star out of 5. That's the lowest I can give a film. Last night after I watched it, I was dead set on a 1 star. Only because I looked at what the film was trying to do and go, well, at least it tried something different. And then I thought about, well, wait a minute, it failed when they tried something different for me. So I think I'm just going to give it a 0.5 out of 5. Is this the worst movie to ever win Best Picture? No, I still think it's Crash, but this, I think, is number 2. This was a slog to sit through. I didn't find any of this funny. I didn't find any of it charming. And on top of that, I just was bored throughout watching the entire film, wondering when this was going to end. It is really the kiss of death for a comedy when you watch something and you don't even react to it. You don't even react to it being bad. You're just like, what am I watching? What is this? So yeah, I'm giving this a half star out of 5. This is on the Criterion channel, and it's also on Max if you want to watch it and tell me how bad my taste is. So go ahead and watch it if you dare. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please like it. If you didn't, please subscribe. And if you have questions or comments, go ahead and leave a comment whether you liked it or not. It just helps, you know. If you want my written reviews, you can go onto my letterbox at IamThatWiz, or you can go to my website at IamTheWiz.com. Thank you very much again for watching. See you next time.